All right, so I've just got done spraying the top sides of my braces. I sprayed this because it was already clean and I don't want it to rust while we're waiting to put the floor back in. After that dries, my next thing is I'm gonna go ahead and get it welded in here. What I'll do is I'll measure on this floor. See, it's got this little curved thing. And I'm basically just gonna measure from there to there. That'll tell me exactly where my piece needs to sit. Once it's in there, we'll clamp it down, hold it tight, and then we'll tack weld it, get that part welded in. And then while that's drying, I need to start removing the rest of the floor. So that's probably what I'm gonna do right now. Let me gather my tools and get to cutting, because I want to remove the rest of my floor, bed floor that's still connected. That way I can install my new floor and it'll fall into place just like that. It's hard to explain, but you can feel it when you bust through the top skin, because both skins are sitting on top of each other pretty flush, but you can feel it when it breaks through that top, and then all you do is tap the bottom and you see off it goes. Okay, dry to the touch. So what we're doing here is just has to go in here somewhere. And when I say somewhere, it's because I don't know exactly. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take the floor, the old floor. Hold on 2 seconds, let me get my tape measure. I've got these little humps, right? So basically all I'm gonna do is measure here to there, and I've got 5 1/4 inches. This side's about 5 3/4 inches. Let's try this again. About 5 1/2 inches. Okay, we'll just stick with that. Sweet. One last measurement just to make sure that we are on the money. Set up the best machine. Open up my gas. This thing here has just been so impressive. It's really my go-to. And now I've got it down to where I need to cut something. I'm not wasting cutoff wheels. I'll literally just reach down here, change my settings, change my ground, connect my air, and I'm cutting. Okay, I was talking and didn't even know the camera was off. I was talking about when you do collision, you have a different mentality than when you're building these kind of cars. Collision mentality is in and out. You want it in as soon as possible and out even quicker. And there's nothing wrong with that mentality, but you do take a lot of shortcuts. And what I mean by shortcuts is, people that say, oh, why are you doing it that way? You could just do it this way and it's a lot easier. I'm not looking for easier. I'm not looking for faster. I'm looking for the best quality that I can put out there. And for me, the best quality you can put out there is make sure everything fits properly, removing and installing several times. I don't know how many times we have to put stuff on and take it back off because it's mock-up and you got to get it to fit right. You got to take it off, move some more stuff, reinstall it, see if it cleared it, hit somewhere else. Okay, cool. Pull it back off, reinstall it again. Let me get a rubber mallet. Maybe that'll help. Oh man, tell me they didn't do that. They sure did. They left the notches in here, and it's not gonna allow me to go down. Let me make sure I'm not lying to myself and just keep pushing forward. Looks like I'm almost there. No more. I might just have to get my hammer, lift up on this and then tap it. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay, let's just do it. Enough thinking about it. Just be about it. I'm gonna have to shave some of that off back there in the back. So just remember, guys, if your panel does not fit right, it's okay. None of them do. So now that my panel is sitting where it's supposed to sit, here comes the fun part. That'll semi-hold me in place where I need to be. Go to the back so we can notch it. Putting a couple clamps on the floor to kind of hold me where I'm supposed to be. I'm gonna grab a pry bar. Pry bar is not for violence. It's strictly because my floor fell under my wheel well, and now my wheel well won't allow it for me to push it up. So all I'm gonna do is just release it, push it up, and then clamp it so it doesn't move. Now that it's straight where it's supposed to be. Oh, this side. Let's go back just a hair. There it is. Let me look at the back, see if that's where I'm at. I'm gonna grab this camera, see if I don't mess it up. Just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. I've got to trim this lip right here where this line is. Hold on, I can see better this way. See where this line is? You gotta follow that, trim it up, and then out, and take this little square out. Because obviously I can't lay this flat without this notch being cut out. And I've got to do it on both sides. See up here, I'm pretty lined up pretty nice. Oops, right here, I'm lined up pretty nice. I do need to push it up though because it's kind of hanging down, but I'm gonna put y'all back over here so I can get back to work. If you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. I hope you guys like the new shop. We love it. We're just gonna try that, notch that out, see what it does. I wish I could get my hand shears in there, but I don't think I can. So, cut off what it is. Make a little sketch. No, I won't be sketch. Oh man, that's great on this side. Great on this side. The idea is to get it to fit. The general rule of thumb is like when you install a fender, you don't pry it to fit tight. You should be able to move it left, right, up, down, and then center it wherever you want and tighten it up with your hands. That should always be your goal. What I think it is this piece here, the one that I installed. It's a little bit wider than the original. And of course now that little wideness has come back and kicked me in the butt. Struggled here. Trying to get this in. Oh. Maybe I need to get this. Ah, look at that. Acted like it wanted to fall into place. It's almost there. I don't want to trim this, but I got a feeling I'm going to have to trim this right here just to get this to fit. I had to notch this out because it wasn't notched. Look at this. See how crooked this is to my hole? Look at the other side. So what I'm gonna do is start from here and shave this. And this one here, same thing too. That much space. I'm gonna come right here and I'm just gonna shave it so that bam, it's gonna look OG original. This is kicking my butt. I guess I could put a screw in there and try to push it down with the screw. But the problem is, this is too wide. And as I push down, it gets tighter because that's where the bend is. So it's super strong right here at this bend. But it needs to be there. Over there, I already pushed it up. It looks good. I had to go underneath it and push it and pull it and hammer it. And I was gonna do my mock-up, drill my hose, pull it out and put it back in. But now I'm at, nope, put it in, line it up, cleco it in place where it's supposed to be, and then one hole at a time. Drill it, make it bigger, drill through. Because I'll spend 3 days on this, you know what I mean? I already spent a whole day on it already. Yeah, that's the best I've got it all day. Right there. And you can see it still needs quite a bit. But this, I think I've beat this down so much that it pushed this down. Now I've got a low spot here. So I have to pick this back up. That'll help some. So I may just have to keep beating this down. It up here looks pretty good. It's a little tight in the center. Right here in the center. From here to here. Let's see, from here to here, because I can see a gap here and I can see a gap there. Just right here, I see no gap. All right, artcaptain.com. Look at that, I'm wearing double.
Get your double glasses on.
You see, I cut my square out over there. I cut this square out over here. I cut this huge square out right here. I trimmed it down. I cut all the way across. Yeah, I really like this machine. I've got a brace here and a brace here, so I really don't want to cut anymore. So far today, I braced it a little more just because I didn't feel confident in my bracing. I don't want anything to move.
Okay, I see the pieces you added.
Yep. The floor is welded in 90% because I still have to weld the front, but I've got to replace the floor before I weld the front. I put these bolts in here. I'll probably have it bolted to that hole in the bed and then just something here holding it. That way when I put my floor back in, I'll make sure that I can line it up by just putting that in, you know what I mean? Overall, 100% happy. Today's been a super long day, great day. I really wanted to weld this floor in, and that's the first thing I did this morning. And now with my new bracing, I also had to move my body dolly, and I had to move it more towards the front because I was sitting on the floor and now I'm sitting on the brace. So now I feel more confident that I can cut all this center stuff out, reinstall my new pieces in here once this is all cut out, and then go from there. I've got the new floor kind of laid out, so I have an idea of what steps I need to be going into. It's better for me if I'm looking at it in person and doing this. That way I'm not trying to just guess, which I never do, but it's just easier to sit there and look at what order I need to go in, because I was going to cut the front pillars off, and then I said, no, let's not cut the pillars off. Let's get my floor solid first. I do have to redo the inner rocker because this is just awful. So you see right here, somebody tried to do something with it, and I don't know what they were doing, but all that has to come off. So I'll probably end up cutting here forward new, and then back here we'll just clean it up. This is where my rocker welds into.
So a good productive day.
Good productive day. I want to thank all y'all for watching. If you haven't, please like, subscribe, share. Man,
Drop
check out
us
our
a comment.
merch.
Let us know what y'all are working on.
Right. And also, if you guys want some of my cool merch, y'all hit us up. Link is somewhere in there.
I'll have the link in the description box. But yeah, so if you want to support the channel, help us out. Like, every little bit helps. We appreciate it. But yeah, check it out on our Shopify.
Yup. Thank y'all for watching.